tonight's current events. I'm Alana Murray, and we are very happy you're watching today. We start off with an update on the coronavirus pandemic. After roughly 2 weeks of online school due to an uptick in coronavirus cases, New York City is welcoming students back into their buildings. Currently, only elementary and special education students are able to return. Middle and high school students may or may not return this year, as it is still being discussed. This decision has caused an outcry from the public, especially among the parents of middle and high school students. Many students fear being left behind educationally due to online school. Others have concerns over seniors not being able to have a normal high school year, which may affect their prospect for the college admission cycle. Some critics believe New York students should stay online for the rest of the school year, while others believe all students should have an in-school option regardless of grade level. The school system is focusing on safety above all and already looking to ways to keep students safe in the classroom. Students in the New York system are required to wear masks and social distance on the premises. Administrators are hoping to shift from required monthly testing to weekly testing to keep students safe. New York students have been on a type of hybrid system since the beginning of the school year in August. They spend 3 days in the classroom and the rest of the week online. Administrators have hoped to keep kids in school for the entire 5 days, given current cases in New York State under control. However, educators assure us the measures they have in place will keep transmissions low in schools. They point to earlier data where schools' infections have been statistically lower than in other public spaces. Mayor Bill de Blasio of New York is optimistic about children coming back. He has worked with over 20 mayors and governors to make sure a comprehensive plan for education during the pandemic is possible. He states, despite wearing masks, you can see the smiles on all the children's faces. 10-second trivia.
Australia's Black Summer bushfires have resulted in the death, wounding, or misplacement of nearly 143 million mammals, 61,000 of which are koalas. The fires have impacted 2.46 billion reptiles, 181 million birds, and 51 million frogs from 2019 through 2020. The blazes have also destroyed 59 million acres of land. Even before last summer's fires, koalas in New South Wales and Queensland were in a rapid decline. The bushfires impacted more than 41,000 koalas on South Australia's Kangaroo Island, over 11,000 in Victoria, and nearly 8,000 in New South Wales, and almost 900 in Queensland. These marsupials were first listed as vulnerable back in 2012. Even though there is little information about the location of koala populations, Australia is trying its best to assist the koalas there. Australia's World Wildlife Fund launched a Koalas Forever initiative on December 7th. This initiative was designed to double Australia's koala population by 2050, and it is the largest and most innovative wildlife and landscape regeneration program in Australia's history. Koalas Forever consists of a trial run of speed dispersing drones to create koala corridors, and a fund for landowners to encourage them to create koala safe havens. Also, Australia's government is planning to release a group of heat-seeking drones and detector dogs to better help these adorable koalas. Alana, these koala populations have been declining for decades. Time will tell if these new programs will have the qualifications to finally save these beloved animals.
So a developing story regarding international affairs. Government agencies believe they have found the cause of Havana Syndrome. It's a name given to symptoms befalling international diplomats and their families after visiting the Cuban capital of Havana. Her symptoms include visual and cognitive issues. People with Havana Syndrome have been found feeling dizzy, unable to walk straight, and having double vision. Other governments, from Canada and China, have seen similar symptoms in their own representatives after visiting the Caribbean country. The U.S. Havana Embassy had a large population of people fall ill starting in 2016, causing both the Cuban and the U.S. governments to start an investigation. In the 76-page report addressing concerns, the U.S. government attributes the ailment to microwave radiation. Short bursts of radio frequencies may have caused neurological problems in at least 14 diplomats. The pulses seem focused and controlled by an unknown assailant. Though Russia has researched using microwaves as a potential weapon in the past, the Kremlin has denied any wrongdoing. Cuba has also been blamed, creating more tensions between them and the U.S. The embassy has only recently resumed function, so there is unease about what the illness may do to relations. The State Department is not ready to blame anyone for Havana Syndrome, as the case is still being developed. However, they did post some protocols to protect workers. They call for more preparedness for radioactive attacks, as well as a commission to look into matters more thoroughly. Diplomats have been pulled from the embassy to trace back possible points of Havana Syndrome. As always, we like to end on a happier note. Take it away, Isabella.
At the start of the pandemic, Jack Johnson, Henry Wright, and Adrian Breakwell, a group of Garbagemen in the city of Wolverhampton in southern England, started showing off their dance moves and bringing smiles to the world with their singing and dancing. They already raised €3,000 for Compton Care, a charity devoted to providing support to families living with incurable conditions. They originally began boogieing to spread some joy through the pandemic, and their videos have reached millions. Recently, they released a Christmas time soundtrack on December 5th entitled Boogie Around the Bends at Christmas Time. You can listen to their soundtrack on all streaming services.
Thanks, Isabella. Those dances are anything but trashy. These employees won't throw away the chance to show off. They garbage can and will pop and lock to make us smile instead of down in the dumps, picking up new moves like picking up the trash. They have been using every move at their disposal. Our garbage men and women are literally awesome. But you know what else is awesome? The Avengers at Alliance Academy for Innovation in Cumming, Georgia. Thank y'all for leaving a comment on our YouTube channel. And thanks for watching AAI